Hey guys, I am Game Advisor and welcome back to another Icarus mission video. Today we're going to be covering the mission Advanced Order Stockpile, so let's get started. Now before you actually get into the mission, you're going to need a few different blueprints. Some of the major ones include the bolt action rifle, incendiary rifle rounds, and the kitchen stove as well as the kitchen bench. Lastly, before we get started, let's go over how much of each item that you're going to have to farm so that you know what you're actually getting yourself into. In total, you will need 150 polar bear pelts, 5 bolt action rifles, 200 rifle rounds, 120 buckshot shells, 50 incendiary rifle rounds, 80 fruit pies, 65 vegetable pies, 75 crumbled fish fillets, 20 health restoration paste, and 300 oxide. I know this seems like quite a lot, but it took 3 of us roughly 10 hours or so of constant grinding to get all of these materials, if that helps to give you an idea as to what you can actually expect. Now once you do go ahead and drop into the mission, we recommend you head down south and build a base near this lake. This is because it is relatively central and will have a lot of caves nearby. You will have to run around and collect a lot of resources to get all the benches and items that you're going to need for this quest. A quick tip to help you out with that is to try and keep your eye out for as many fruits and vegetables as possible, since you're going to need an insane amount of them in order to complete the mission. Yes, you can grow the vegetables and fruits, but in general it's a lot easier if you just keep an eye out and try to collect them as you're doing everything else. Your first goal will be to craft yourself a fridge. This is because otherwise it is nearly impossible to get all of the food you're going to need. We had to use 3 different fridges in order to fit all the different food that we needed for the quest, so just ensure you have enough fridge space before you start crafting it all. Next is to simply go ahead and start crafting all the other things you're going to need aside from your food. Just to give you an idea here where some of the key resources are located for this mission, fish are found south of the first lake that you encountered where we had you guys build that base when you go ahead and run south from spawn. So if you run down south, it'll be the second lake you encounter, just to clarify. Polar bears are going to be located in the snow biome to the south and not up north. So keep that in mind. If you can't find them, it's probably because you're in the wrong snow biome. In order to find iron and copper easily, we highly recommend you go out to a third-party website and check out Icarus Intel, which has a map of all the different cave locations. You do not have to do this. This is entirely up to you, and it helped us to get this mission done significantly faster. Squash looks like this. Watermelon looks like this. Soybeans look like this. Corn should be found all around the lake that you have built on, and wheat can be found just generally anywhere in the forest biome. Now, once you have completed the rather long and tedious process of getting all your materials prepped and ready to go, you want to go ahead and head out to the first objective location. The first location is here, and will require 80 fruit pies, 65 vegetable pies, 75 crumbled fish fillets, 20 health restoration paste, and 300 oxide. It is worth noting that some of your food might start to decay in the traveling process to the location, so be sure to bring some additional of each food just in case you lose one off of each stack. Once you place all of the resources into the drop pod, you should see it take back off and you're good to go ahead and start your journey off to the second location, assuming you already have all the other materials we talked about earlier, which will include 150 polar bear pelts, 5 bolt action rifles, 200 rifle rounds, 120 buckshot shells, and 50 incendiary rifle rounds. Upon arrival at the second location, once again you will see another drop pod come on down. Go ahead and put all the needed items into it, and you should then see it take back off into space. It is worth noting that you can put a damaged gun into the drop pod, so if you didn't want to craft an extra one but wanted to have a weapon for your travels, you can go ahead and use that one on your way out, and then go ahead and put the damaged rifle that you've been shooting into the drop pod. Then you should see the drop pod shoot back up into space, and then congratulations, you've gone ahead and finished the mission. All you need to do is head back to your drop pod and complete it by flying off yourself. It's worth mentioning there are some caves nearby that you can unstuck in, but I'll leave that to you whether or not that's something you want to do in order to get back quicker. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. For more Icarus and other survival game content, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Game Advisor, and I'll see you next time.